What's goody? It's your boy Cena Gustapa here, aka Leroy Jenkins on Activision. I will be quickly going over all of the attachments for the Oden assault rifle. I will be posting a video later on about my favorite attachments, so let's get into it. First off, we have the muzzles. For the muzzles, we have the flash guards. Presses the flash of your weapon to help keep your target visible and your position concealed. Pros, muzzle flash concealment. Cons, bullet velocity. Then we have the tactical suppressor. Pros, sound suppression. Cons, aim down sight speed and aim walking steadiness. Then we have the CQB breacher device. Attachment that enables one-hit melee kills. Pros, melee damage. Cons, aim down sight speed and aim walking steadiness. After that, we have the Colossus suppressor. Pros, sound suppression, damage range, recoil control. Cons, aim down sight speed and aim walking steadiness. Now we have the compensator. Expels gases upward to aggressively fight muzzle climb. Pros, recoil control. Cons, aim down sight speed and aiming stability. Now we have the muzzle brake. Redirects gases outward to stabilize the weapon for better control of sustained fire. Pros, recoil stabilization. Cons, aim down sight speed and aiming stability. Last but not least, for the muzzles, we have the monolithic suppressor. Pros, sound suppression and damage range. Cons, aim down sight speed and aim walking steadiness. Now we're on to the barrels. First off, for the barrels, we have the Oden Factory 810mm, longest barrel available. Pros, damage range, bullet velocity, recoil control. Cons, aim down sight speed and movement speed. Then we have the Oden Factory 730mm. Pros, damage range, bullet velocity, recoil control. Cons, aim down sight speed and movement speed. After that, we have the Oden Factory 420mm. Pros, aim down sight speed and movement speed. Cons, bullet velocity and recoil control. Now we're on to the lasers. First off, we have the 5mW laser. Pros, hipfire accuracy and sprint to fire speed. Cons, laser visible to enemies, exposes position when active, only for the aggressive. Then we have the 1mW laser. Hipfire accuracy are the pros. Cons, there are none. Last but not least, for the lasers, we have the attack laser. Improves accuracy while aiming down sights, exposes position when active. Pros, aim down sight speed, aiming stability, aim walking steadiness. Cons, laser visible to enemies. Now we are on to the optics. First off, we have the operator reflex sights. Pros, precision sight picture. Cons, aim down sight speed. Now we have the Corp combat hollow sight. Pros, precision sight picture. Cons, aim down sight speed. Next off, the Solo Zero Optics Mini Reflex. Pros, precision sight picture. Cons, aim down sight speed. After that, the Aim Op Reflex Sight. Pros, precision sight picture. Cons, aim down sight speed. Now we have the APX5 Holographic Sight. Pros, precision sight picture. Cons, aim down sight speed. Now we have the VLK 3.0 times optic. Combat optic with a 3.0 times magnification provides reliable targeting. Pros, zoom level. Cons, aim down sight speed. Now we have the Viper Reflex Sight. Pros, precision sight picture. Cons, aim down sight speed. Now we have the Sniper Scope. High powered 4.4 times scope for longer range encounters. Optic glint visible to enemies. Pros, zoom level. Cons, aim down sight speed. Now we have the Solo Zero NVG Enhanced. Enhanced 3.25 Gen 3 night vision with thermal overlay for enhanced situational awareness. Not compatible with night vision goggles. Pros, thermal target identification and zoom level. Cons, aim down sight speed. Now we have the PBX Hollow 7 Sight. Pros, precision sight picture. Cons, aim down sight speed. Then we have the Monocle Reflex Sight. Low intrusion frame for improved target tracking. Pros, precision sight picture. Cons, aim down sight speed. After that, we have the GI Mini Reflex, thin frame for unobstructed sight picture. Pros, precision sight picture, cons, aim down sight speed. Now we have the Integral Hybrid, 3.25 Scout with Integral Reflex Sight for quickly transitioning between sights. Pros, reflex and scout toggle and zoom level, cons, aim down sight speed. Now we have the Scout Combat Optic. Optic with a 3.25 magnification for long range targeting. Pros, zoom level, cons, aim down sight speed. After that, we have the PERK Thermal Optic, 3.25 scope with thermal imaging, highlights targets and provides visibility in all lighting conditions. Not compatible with night vision goggles. Pros, thermal target identification, zoom level, cons, aim down sight speed. Now we have the Thermal Hybrid, 3.25 thermal scope, side mounting reflex sight, toggles thermal imaging with a flick of the wrist. Not compatible with night vision goggles. Pros, reflex and thermal toggle and zoom level, cons, aim down sight speed. Now we have the Cronin C480 Pro Optic. Optic with a 3.5 times magnification, provides excellent targeting. Pros, zoom level, cons, aim down sight speed. After that, we have the Canted Hybrid, 3.25 scope with side mounting reflex sight, lets you change engagement distances with a flick of the wrist. Pros, reflex and scout toggle and zoom level, cons, aim down sight speed. Now we have the Variable Zoom Scope. Advanced scope zooms between 3.0 and 6.1 times for fighting at extended ranges, optic glint visible to enemies. Pros, zoom level and magnification toggle, cons, aim down sight speed. Last but not least, for the optics, we have the Cronin LP945 Mini Reflex. Circular reflex frame keeps the focus on the target. Pros, precision sight picture, cons, aim down sight speed. Now we have the stocks. First off, we have the Forge Tac Ballast Pack. Weighted pack provides stability while aiming. Pros, aiming stability, cons, aim walking movement speed. Now we have the Oden Ultralight Hollow. Lightweight recoil pad that keeps the shooter agile when aiming down sights. Pros, aim walking movement speed, cons, aiming stability. Now I have the FTAC XL Elite Comb. Tactical comb add-on, streamlined for close quarters combat, gets you on target faster. Pros, aim down sight speed, cons, aiming stability. After that, we have the underbarrels. First off, we have the Commando foregrip. Heavyweight, agile, angled grip keeps the weapon steady while aiming. It helps maintain control during heavy fire. Pros, recoil stabilization, aiming stability, cons, movement speed. Then we have the M203 40mm flash, underbarrel grenade launcher that shoots flash rounds, cons, aim down sight speed and movement speed. Then we have the PERK foregrip, reduces vertical recoil and provides stability from the hip for fast-paced guerrilla tactics. Pros, recoil control, hip fire accuracy, cons, aim walking movement speed and aim down sight speed. Now we have the M203 40mm concussive, underbarrel grenade launcher that shoots concussive rounds, cons, aim down sight speed and movement speed. Next off, the M203 40mm smokescreen, underbarrel grenade launcher that shoots smoke rounds, cons, aim down sight speed and movement speed. Then we have the bipod. Pros, crouch / prone, recoil control, and there are no cons. After that, the tactical foregrip. Streamlined foregrip provides superior control acquiring targets. Pros, aiming stability, cons, movement speed. Now we have the Ranger foregrip. Standard foregrip improves vertical recoil and stabilizes weapon while aiming for improved long-range combat. Pros, recoil control, aiming stability, cons, aim walking movement speed, and aim down sight speed. Now we have the M203 40mm incendiary. Underbarrel grenade launcher that shoots incendiary rounds. Cons, aim down sight speed and movement speed. After that, we have the M203 40mm high explosive. Underbarrel grenade launcher that shoots explosive rounds. Cons, aim down sight speed and movement speed. Then we have the 12 gauge deputy. It's an underbarrel shotgun. Cons, aim down sight speed. Now we have the M203 40mm recon. Underbarrel grenade launcher that shoots snapshot rounds. Cons, aim down sight speed and movement speed. Last but not least, for the underbarrels, we have the operator foregrip. No frills foregrip helps control vertical recoil for faster follow-up shots. Pros recoil control, cons aim down sight speed. Now we're on to the ammunition. First off, we have the 25 round mags. Extended magazine holds 25 rounds of 12.7 by 55 millimeter ammunition. A slight weight increase. Pros magazine ammo capacity, cons aim down sight speed and movement speed. Now we have the 30 round mags. Magazine holds 30 rounds of 12.7 by 55 millimeter ammunition with moderate weight increase. Pros magazine ammo capacity, cons aim down sight speed and movement speed. After that, we have the rear grips. First off, the stapled grip tape. Less stable but very agile. Pros aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed. Cons aiming stability. Now we have the granulated grip tape. Relaxed and controlled grip keeps you steady and on target. Pros aiming stability, aim walking steadiness. Cons aim walking movement speed. Now we have the rubberized grip tape. Less steady but helps control recoil. Pros recoil control, cons aiming stability. Last but not least, we have the perks. First off, fast melee for melee quickness. After that, FMJ increases bullet penetration and damage against equipment and kill streaks. Then we have recon to see enemy nameplates at greater distances. After that, defrangible wounding. Bullets cause target healing to be briefly delayed. Then we have sleight of hand for reload quickness. Then we have heavy hitter. Melee produces greater stun on targets. After that, Mo Money, earn additional XP for kills, headshot XP. After that, the frangible disabling. Bullets slow enemy movement and briefly disable tactical sprint when shooting legs. After that, fully loaded, start with maximum reserve ammo. Then we have burst fire, changes fire mode to 2-round burst. Pros burst fire toggle. Last but not least, we have presence of mind for extended hold breath duration. That is it for the Oden assault rifle. Again, I will be making a video about my favorite attachments for this gun. Until then, have a good day and peace out. Peace.